So when faced with an emergency or disaster, something like an active shooter or a workplace disaster or even a fire in the middle of the night, you oftentimes are going to lose your fine senses. Your fine motor skills sometimes are the first thing that can go out the window. You're left with your gross motor skills. So that means like your basic large movements will be okay, and the little fine stuff like maybe like putting a key in a lock or doing like small movements oftentimes is harder. So here's a couple of things you can do in terms of gross motor skills. It's easy. Anyone from a child can do it. And it's something that we just kind of forget. If there happens to be an active shooter, is running acceptable? Absolutely. If you run across an open door or an open window, they call those the fatal funnels. And oftentimes that's a way of flagging yourself or being a potential target. So getting across an open door is tough, but you know what? When you come up to a window that's at maybe head height or shoulder height, let's not walk. Let's go underneath that window. And if there's things like maybe behind furniture, tables, couches, chairs, small walls, whatever it is, a real easy thing to do is to crawl. Let's talk about first a burning of a house. So when a room's on fire and it's starting, initially filling up with smoke, oftentimes the smoke will fill up from the top down, and there will oftentimes be a space or a gap at the bottom. You can actually even see and sometimes crawl under this thing. So I wanted to talk to you about a couple different ways to crawl. And there's three basic types of crawls. You have your high crawl, your low crawl, and your sniper crawl. And here's how they break down. Your high crawl is your basic child baby-like crawl. That's your hands and knees, where you're basically able to have quick function. You can move quickly, hands and knees. That's your normal kind of baby crawl, hands and knees. Everyone knows how to do that. Your second crawl is your low crawl. Low crawl is going to be more elbows and knees. This is when your butt's down, your head's down, your shoulders down, and you can still have your head up, but you're basically using elbows and knees, elbows and knees. So you have a much lower silhouette, right? So if you have a 3-foot wall, you can high crawl. If you have a 1 to 2 foot crawl, you can low crawl, right? And your third and final crawl is a sniper crawl. And a sniper crawl, honestly, is something that maybe you would use, like, God forbid, you're in a room or a theater and there happens to be a mass shooting and there's people all around.
Good job.
Potentially even bodies around you. I'm sorry, but sometimes playing dead could be a tactic. It could be a means to wait or escape until you have an opportune. So sometimes find little movements, slow movements. And a sniper crawl really is fingertips, using your toes and very fine movements, very, very little movement, slow breaths. Very easy to accomplish, but still something you have to work at. So just as a reminder, try to work on your 3 main crawls. Give it a shot. Have some fun. It's no big deal. You do it once or twice now and then. It just kind of is a refresher.